the hall here. You can come after the lunch, and also if there are any rectifications to be done. Your names are being called. You are requested to kindly stand and receive the presentation. Professor Jagdish Mukhi, the Honorable Governor of Nagaland. The lady wife of the Honorable Governor of Nagaland. Shri K.T. Sukhalu, Honorable Advisor, School Education and SCERT. Shri Sushil Kumar Patel, IAS, Secretary, Finance Department. Shri Manoj Kumar, IPS, Superintendent of Police, Crime Branch, PHQ. Srimati Nini Sekose, President, All Nagaland Private School Association Central. A nudge, a push, an encouragement, an aspiration goes a long way. The podium is now open to Shri Sushil Kumar Patel, IAS, Secretary, Finance Department, to deliver the first inspirational talk.
Most respectfully, Honorable Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, HSSLC Examination 2022. The present SP of Mokokchung, Ms. Abdullah Inchim, she was also once a awardee of this program, and this is, I would say, one of the greatest inspiration and motivator for the student of Nagaland. I am Sushil Kumar Patel, 2009 batch IS officer. I work in Imkongliba Ao Hall, Mokokchung and Dimapur. Now I am posted as Secretary Finance. I had been on deputation to the state of UP for 3 years, and now I have recently joined Secretary Finance. It had been 20 years since I passed my class 10th examination from Raebareli, Uttar Pradesh, and 26 years I passed my class 12th examination from Government Inter College, Raebareli. And there is a huge gap of time between me and between you. But I will try to correlate something common between you and me. I remember in 1993, I traveled around 26 kilometers of distance to call our first landline call, to make a call from landline phone. And today we are having mobile in our pocket to connect any people, anytime, anywhere in this planet. I studied in a school where benches and chairs were the luxury. And today we are having a classroom which is modern enough to equip with all the electronic gadgets, equipments. I used computer when I entered my college, and today children are smart enough to handle not only mobile, iPad, but also computer at very early age. There is no doubt that you are very brave, hopeful, resourceful, and talented. Although many things have changed, but one thing is not changed, and I think it will never change. That is no substitute for the hard work. We focus more on the studies rather than focusing on the basic facilities in the schools. Today you have very reason to congratulate yourself and congratulate your parents too. You are the inspiration for the other student of Nagaland now. I still believe that if someone top any examination even by 1 marks is
or on the textbooks and assignments alone, you are going to learn for your life. You're going to be learning much more outside the classrooms than inside. And those are the things that is going to be with you forever for your life. Your time at the college is going to shape you as a person. I'll tell you why. Number one, you are going to get the first-hand exposure to the outside world. So far, until school days, prior to the college, we all know we usually are cocooned in a very safe environment with parents and teachers with us all along the time. But from now on, you'll be facing the outer world on a personal level. There's going to be a lot of social interaction. You're going to get a lot of friends. You're going to stay somewhere out of your hometown, out of your home. And number two, you are going to learn self-discipline much more than from now on. Self-discipline is one of the most important things that you're going to learn in the college. Since you'll not be having your parents all along with you, so you're going to learn to manage yourself, be it the time management or financial management. So you're going to inculcate the self-discipline in yourself. Number three, you also are going to learn to become independent. The decision making, given as the smallest thing, will become more apparent, and you will have to do it by yourself. You will find bits and pieces of independence in everything that you are going to do from now on. So all the skills that you are going to receive at your college is going to shape your perspective about others and yourself. So I appeal to all the students, the achievers, the toppers out here to gear up and to be mentally prepared to learn for your life. 3% of the Indian students who were aged between 14 to 21 were aware of just 7 career options that was available out of the hundreds of options that are there in today's world. So the 7 career options that the students were aware were engineering, medicine, law, management, accounts and finance, IT, designing. So this exhibits a lack of awareness among the students, not only students but also parents and teachers as well. Children will feel more comfortable in choosing a particular career path when they are supported by their parents. I can give you a few tips on how to choose a right career. Keep in mind just 3 basic things when you are trying to choose a field that you have to go after your school. Number 1 is future potential. So kindly think of a field or a career which has future potential. Don't think too far ahead, like 20 or 25 years, because you know in this today's rapidly changing world, what is relevant today may not be relevant 20, 25 years from now on. So think of 5 to 10 years ahead. What field or career could be of future potential? Number 2, look for things that you are good at. Always assess your strength and the areas of interest when you try to choose a career. Number 3, look out for things that can make you happy. So this basic 3, whatever field or career that you are going to choose must be somewhere in the common ambit of these 3 things. There are a lot of fields that are available today. Like for example, now technology is moving far ahead. The artificial intelligence, robotics,
you will achieve it. Let me start by sincerely congratulating all the toppers here today. You have proved your mettle amongst the thousands of fellow students, and I hope you will continue to shine. Academic excellence is an important aspect of success in our times. However, I will caution you against defining your self-worth and contribution to society only against this measure. I will urge you to consider how you will use your academic prowess to address the needs of our community and the world around us. The candidates of HSLC and HSSLC examination 2022 were the ones affected by the COVID pandemic. Since no offline classes was possible in 2020 and partially held only in 2021, both teachers and students had to experience a new mode of teaching and learning, online classes. Parents too suffered as many students did not have the gadgets to attend to the online classes. Today, society is driven by technology. Everything we do is indirectly or directly dependent on technology, travel, communication, healthcare, construction, education, etc. A large part of this can be credited to the modern day capability to build on the collective knowledge and discoveries from all countries and people. Where there was once a time that quantifiable science was the only and absolute truth, science itself is starting to acknowledge the indigenous knowledge systems and how they can contribute solutions to the raging issues of today, such as the climate change and the collateral effects. As you, young students and leaders of the future, go forth into the world, don't forget your foothold on our collective history. You are no less than anyone else that you will encounter. Your generation should build on all that we have learned and challenge the way we look and approach at the world. Do not stick to the comfort of the familiar, because it is your responsibility to ensure that our society evolves and keeps up with the world. I would be amiss if I didn't commend all the students who appeared for and passed the exams. I congratulate the teachers, schools, and the parents who have contributed greatly to this milestone in our student lives. The lack of the regular physical classes over the past 2 years has had a tangible effect on the formal education, which is evident in the significantly lower pass percentage this year. Each successful student has achieved something against the extraordinary odds of a global pandemic, even by simply choosing to continue in school. The recently published National Family Health Survey shows that the biggest reason among the dropouts from the school in 2019 and 2021 was that they were not interested in studies, with 36% of boys and 21% of girls across the country given the reason for choosing not to continue with their formal education, among many others. This reinforces the achievement of all the students, teachers, and parents who persevered despite the odds of the previous 2 years. My dear students, I would like you all to be focused on what you want to be. As the advisor of the school education for the past 4 years, I've observed many young people. They study for the sake of studying. They study because their friends are studying. They follow what their friends want to, where their friends want to go. Why I say this? I have been attending this governor's commendation certificate for the past 4 years. I've seen many young, promising students who come to the dais, meet His Excellency, the Honorable Governor, and receive the awards. I've heard testimonies of young boys and girls who come here and give their testimonies. And I look forward in the next 4 or 5 years to see many IAS officers, IPS officers, many engineers, doctors, technocrats. You all can contribute much to the state and the country. Only thing is you have to be focused. Like Mr. Sushil said, like Mr. Manoj said, you have to be focused on what you want. If you are focused, I'm sure you definitely can attain your goal. I'm grateful that the performance of the private schools has been good, rather extraordinary, and I'm also grateful to notice that the higher secondary school, government higher secondary schools, have done commendably well. The government higher secondary school Kohima has done very, very well with 99% pass percentage out of the 69, 68 passed. So I know that the quality of my teachers are also very good. I only want to take this opportunity and call upon my teachers, both in the higher secondary school and the high schools, especially the elementary and the primary schools. I would request and appeal to the teachers to be more sincere. The foundational education at the primary and elementary is very, very important. My teachers in the high schools, in the secondary sections, are finding it very, very difficult, to motivate the students, to teach the students, because the foundation appears to be very poor. And I'm sure that the private schools are addressing these issues. I know the private schools also have suffered a lot during the 2 years pandemic, but I'm grateful, despite all the odds, they were patient enough, and though we could not do much, the perseverance and the commitment of the private institutions has been commendable. I would like to thank the Honorable Governor and his lady wife for not only, hosting this award ceremony, but also making arrangements for all who have come here. My parents who are here, I would like to thank you for your commitment, your encouragement to your children. I look forward to many other parents in the state whose children may not be here today, but they also will follow this example and encourage their children. The future of our state lies in education. We may have the best of infrastructures, we may have the best of everything, but if our education is poor, if our education does not come up to the level, then the state will be doomed. I was recently in Gujarat. I attended the ministerial level meeting of the school education ministers. I was surprised to see, we all talk about Delhi model. Yes, Delhi is doing extraordinarily good in the education sector, but even Gujarat is doing a commendable job under the dynamic leadership of our former Chief Minister and the present Prime Minister of India and his Chief Minister and the Education Minister of Gujarat. They are doing a commendable job. Why can't we also do it? We can do it if we are all, committed. So once again, I congratulate all the boys and girls who have done very, very well. Wish you all the best in your future endeavor. Thank the parents for the encouragement that you have given the children, the teachers, the schools who have managed to nurture the children so well. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, sir, for reminding us to put academic prowess for the benefit of the society and the world around us, and to keep focus. In the words of the achievers, we shall now listen to their story of what it takes and makes to be a topper. Though we would like to hear all of it, a gentle reminder to the student speakers that the time limit allotted to you is 2 minutes each. I call upon Ms. Delphi Oiman, the HSLC the 2022 topper from Don Bosco Higher Secondary School.
A very good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, respected Chairman, NBC, Madam Asano, dignitaries, principals, teachers, and my dear friends. First of all, I, Delphio Anam, would like to thank the organizer for giving me the opportunity to speak on this Governor's Felicitation Program. I would also like to thank the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Sir Nifi Rio, for congratulating me on my grand success on being the topper of the High School Leaving Certificate Examination of 2022. Today, I sincerely thank God, my parents, my sister, my brother, and my teachers for always supporting and encouraging me to reach this height of success. I have faced a lot of difficulties on my way here, but I never let them overtake me. I worked hard every day and never gave up. During the process of my studying, I constantly reminded myself of my goals and worked hard and studied consistently every day. So I would also like to give the message to the students that never give up in life and always trust yourself. Last but not the least, winning this respect was not possible without the moral support and inspiration of my family. They really are my backbone. I sincerely thank all the people who have directly and indirectly supported and encouraged me to reach this stage. With this note, I will end my speech. Thank you all once again.
HSSLC 2022 topper in the arts stream goes to Ms. Limasanla from Christian Higher Secondary School, Dimapur.
Warm greetings to each and everyone present here, respected His Excellency Governor of Nagaland and his lady wife, NBC German, Honorable Advisor, School Education Agency RD, and most respected dignitaries and invitees, principals and dobbers, and teachers, parents from different schools all over Nagaland. It is a humongous privilege and honor for me to be standing here today and addressing you all. And I first and foremost thank our Almighty God for this blessed opportunity and for this blessing. I am extremely humbled and also I feel so blessed for this opportunity. By the kind and generous gesture of our Governor for organizing this auspicious program, and I convey my deepest gratitude for bestowing upon me and my fellow rank holders this enormous honor. I also would like to convey a hearty congratulations to all my friends and their respective schools for making it here today. Congratulations. Let me briefly introduce myself. I'm Limasanla Longkumer and I'm 18 years old. I belong to our community and I was born and raised in Dulidong, Mukuchung. My father is Amungba, a police head constable under the establishment of IGP IND, and my mother, Sandimola, is a housewife. I am the youngest of 3 siblings, and both my sisters are pursuing their studies in Shillong. One is doing her MBBS and the other is pursuing her bachelor's in commerce. I studied in Don Bosco School, Duli, from bus nursery till my matriculation, and joined Christian Higher Secondary School, Dimapur, for my higher secondary studies. As for my further studies, I will be studying geology at Trinity Geological College, Dimapur. I want to say that being the daughter of HSSLC Art Stream 2022 is just not my success. This success is a testament of my school's continuing efforts to attain excellence. It is a testament of the unsurmountable love and support I got from my teachers and from my family. and from all my well-wishers. And above all, it is a testament of God's continuing grace in my life. Closing my short sharing, I would like to share a few words with my fellow friends, with my fellow state rank holders. My dear friends, we live in a tumultuous and chaotic world. So let us all first seek God and the truth. Let us all hold on to the truth and shake light in dark corners. Let us not let this achievement be the limit of our abilities. But let us all have greater visions and goals. Visions and goals not just for our personal benefits, but for our society, for the upliftment of our society. I quote John F. Kennedy, ask not what the country can do for you, but rather ask what you can do for the country. My dear friends, we all have the potential in us, and being here today is a testament of that potential. So let us all come together. Let us all come together and ask ourselves continuously as we strive for greater success. What can I do for my society? What can I give back to my society? What can I give back to my society? What can we give to our state, in our country, and to the world? Once again, I thank His Excellency, Governor of Nagaland, and the NBC for this grand honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. HSSLC Commerce Stream Topper, Mr. Subhanshu Jaiswal, who is from Holy Cross Higher Secondary School, Dimapur.
A warm good afternoon to everyone, respected Honorable Governor, Professor Jagdish Mukhi and his lady wife and all the dignitaries present here. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me such an honor to stand in front of all these brilliant minds and say a few words. So friends, I'm not prepared for the speech, but I would just like to speak some words. So the most thing I heard this year was from whom I know the most was you definitely gonna get 90 plus, which always makes me awkward. We all can relate to this, but I always believe not to listening to them. We should not do for them. We should always listen to our heart. We should not do for ours, but for ourselves. As Sir Sushil Kumar said, life is not what we get, but what we make out of it. I'm feeling so blessed and grateful right now to be standing here as a HSLC Commerce Stream Topper and sharing my words. As a conclusion, I would like to say the higher education is that which is not merely give us information, but also lead us in harmony with all existence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jaiswal. HSSLC 2022 Science Stream Topper, Mr. Namjong J.N. Yangdan. He is from St. John Higher Secondary Residential School, Dimapur.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I give thanks and glory all to God for giving us this wonderful time and this opportunity and privilege for me to stand here. Respected governor, his wife, and all the theories, the principals, and the invitees and parents and the students. Respected fellow rank holders, I thank you all for your presence here. Yeah. What I would like to say today is, you might all have heard, congratulations, but today I ask you to take time and congratulate yourself for this feat that you've achieved, because we all know the hardships that we have faced, that we are able to see this day, and all those late night studies and all those rough books scribbled on, it's all worth it today, as we can see, and we see that we have beautiful today. And I congratulate all for this, and I hope that you will continue to do well without as we all know that the consistency is the key. I ask and urge each and every one of you to do the hard work and then keep on rising, so that one day we can all contribute to the world, as they have been expecting a lot of us in the position that we are here today. As we all know that with greater feat comes greater competition, greater responsibility. Consistency, it will always still be the key. Consistency along with hard work. And I pray that all of us will do well and then will achieve our endeavors in the future, and then will contribute to the world one day. Thank you all for the time. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Marking the recognition, honoring the achievement of the toppers, we shall now witness the presentation of awards and certificates by Professor Jagdish Mukhi, the Honorable Governor of Nagaland. The Governor's Award for HSSLC Arts Stream Topper, as well as the NBSE Award for HSSLC Arts Topper, goes to Ms. Limasangla from Christian Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. Ms. Limasangla secured a total aggregate of 97.60%. The HSSLC Toppers for Science Commerce Stream, as well as the NBSE Toppers Award, goes to Mr. Subhanshu Jaiswal from Holy Cross School, Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. Mr. Jaiswal secured a total aggregate of 98.60%. The Governor's Award for HSSLC Topper in Science Stream, as well as the NBSE Topper Award, goes to Mr. Namjong J.N. Younglam from St. John Higher Secondary Residential School, Dimapur. Mr. Younglam secured a total aggregate of 95.20%. The Governor's Excellence Award in Science Study of HSSLC examination and the combination of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. The first position goes to Ms. Novella Swero from Model Higher Secondary School, Kohima. This award comes with a cash prize of 1 lakh and a certificate. The amount which will be transacted into the recipient's account. The second position goes to Mr. Kichanthan M. Izun from Pranab Vidyapit Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. The third position goes to Ms. Kawidam Lungui Z. Numai from Holy Cross Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. Governor's Excellence Award in Science Study of HSSLC examination and the combination of physics, chemistry, and biology. The first position goes to Mr. Nyamjong J.N. Yamlang from St. John Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. The second position goes to Mr. Kazilo Trakha from St. John Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. The third position goes to Ms. Ketupriya Yasha from Bethel Higher Secondary School, Dimapur. The Governor's Award for the Government Higher Secondary students in Arts, Science, and Commerce. The first position goes to Nito Zunyo from Government Higher Secondary School, Zotsama. The second position goes to Tiana Rokichu from Government Higher Secondary School, Chinokedima. The third position goes to Boke Kalipi from Government High School, Agunato. The Governor's Award for the Government Higher Secondary School and the Commerce Stream. The first position goes to Suman Kumari from Rijikriya Higher Secondary School. The second position goes to Kumari Ruchi Singh from Rijikriya Government Higher Secondary School. The third position goes to Vitoshna from Rijikriya Government Higher Secondary School. The Governor's Award for the Government Higher Secondary students, Science Stream. The first position goes to Sini Kumari from Government Higher Secondary School, Tangsang. The second position goes goes to Imkongliba Ao Hall from Mayanokcha Government Higher Secondary School, Mokokchong. The third position goes to Imkongliba from Government Higher Secondary School, Twangsang. The Governor's Award for Government School Student, HSLC. The first position goes to Vessel Hule from Dr. Nihuze Kire, Government Higher Secondary School, Sikhazu. The second position goes to Marnantek from Sibong Government High School, Mongsen Yimti. The third position goes to Ilan from Government Higher Secondary School, Zalgi. The Governor's Award for the Eastern Nagaland Districts, HSLC. This award is meant for those toppers who are indigenous inhabitants belonging to Twangsang, Mon, Longlang, Kifire, Noklak, and Shamator districts, and have appeared the exam from the centers of the said districts. HSLC, the first position goes to Sanyuchen Lachang from Holy Angel School, Twangsang. The second position goes to Yingmei M. Konyak from St. Mary's School, Mon. The third position goes to Lee Kamai from Dombasco Higher Secondary School, Mon. The Governor's Award for the Eastern Nagaland District, HSSLC. We regret to say that the toppers from the arts stream could not make it today. From the commerce stream, the first position goes to Chimi Shu from Government High Secondary School, Tangjang. The second position goes to Holise Ai Sangtam from Government Higher Secondary School, Tangjang. The third position in commerce goes to Yongki Moy Y from Government Higher Secondary School, Tangjang. The Governor's Award for the Eastern Nagaland District, HSSLC Science Stream. The first and the third topper could not make it in our midst today. The second position goes to Yongkang Chingmak from Government Higher Secondary School, Twangsang. Thank you, sir. Kindly note the rest of the rank holders and achievers. You should receive your certificates from this hall after lunch. Kindly proceed back to the hall after lunch. We shall now hear from the Honorable Governor of Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, who has a number of accolades and feathers on his cap. The 20th Governor of Nagaland, who assumed office on the 17th of September 2021, has also served as the Governor of Assam, the Lieutenant Governor of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and held portfolios of finance, planning, excise and taxation, and higher education in Delhi, higher education in the government of Delhi, stating just a few to introduce a distinguished personality.
Already, Honorable Advisor School Education, Srimati Kevilino, Commissioner and Secretary School Education, Srimati Asano Sefose, Chairman NBSC, Shri Sushil Kumar Patel, Secretary Finance, Srinivas, Principal Director School Education, Manoj Kumar, Student of Police Crime, Srimati Nini Sefose, President ANPSA, other government officials, headmasters, principals,
parents, media, distinguished guests. Dear students, hearty congratulations to all of you. I commend the efforts of all the students who have received their high school and higher secondary school leaving certificates. Each one of you is an achiever. Your achievement is the result of your hard work over the years. It's also the result of the dedication of your teachers, parents, and family members. Therefore, you must not forget the support you have received from them. I am always happy to be in the company of bright young students who are the future of this state and indeed the country. The fact that you have passed these examinations with flying colors affirms the requisite talents to reach full potential by each one of you. Learning is a never-ending process. This board examination is only a milestone in the journey of education, yet these examinations are the stepping stone to the larger life where you will soon have to make serious decisions about careers and professions. Dear students, as responsible citizens of this state, you are well aware that Nagaland is punching far below its weight. Our high literacy rates are not translating into jobs. Our hard-earned peace is not giving us economic prosperity. Being amongst the best that this state has to offer, you have to ask yourself what you can do about this. Don't hesitate to incorporate the best practices of other cultures while at the same time showcasing the values and strengths of your own society and community. The feeling of compassion for an entire community should be your guiding principle. You should also draw inspiration from great personalities and resolve to contribute to the well-being of the people of the state and the country as a whole. It is also my desire that you should advocate a healthy lifestyle. We are all pained to hear that we hold some dubious distinctions in the country in the terms of cancer and HIV incidents, drugs and alcohol abuse, tobacco use, etc. I want to challenge all the talented young students who have gathered over here to be pioneers of change. You must become the torch bearer for a new, vibrant and healthy Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering a world where artificial intelligence is changing not just how our society does, but how it thinks. We are at the edge of a society of cognitive machines. As such, the challenges and the opportunities before us, and particularly before those who are here today, are immense. Our leading institutions will need to adapt as well. They will need to innovate both in terms of academic content and mechanism of delivery. New courses and programs will have to be delivered if our education system is to answer to the needs of the next 25 to 30 years. Some of these may call for adopting a multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary approach. The 21st century is described as knowledge century. Knowledge power will determine the place of a nation in the global community. Therefore, in the promotion of education, then The task of the government is to help create the right environment in which the young minds will be fired with creativity. The National Education Policy 2020 is a well-planned roadmap to develop an ecosystem that will nurture the talent of our young gentlemen. The NEP aims to prepare them for the world of tomorrow while also equipping them with the best of our own traditions. Dear students, some of you will pursue further education and some of you may take professional career. I wish you all success and hope that you will keep in mind the interest of nation in whatsoever you do. I have also observed this trend of our daughters outperforming the boys. This excellence displayed by women is a reflection of Nagaland's future as gender just state. I convey my special congratulations to each and every daughter for the distinct achievement today. I once again congratulate all the students for their achievements. I also appreciate the teachers, staff and parents who made the achievements possible for the students. My best wishes to all of you in your future endeavors. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for challenging the students to give back to the society, to be guided by values of compassion, be inspired by great personalities, be advocates of healthy lifestyle, and pioneer change for a healthy Nagaland. The next item in the program is interaction with the toppers and rank holders of HSLC and HSSLC. Toppers and achievers, please take this opportunity to raise queries to His Excellency or even dignitaries who are present in our midst today. We will have volunteers who will pass on the microphone to you so you can stand from wherever you are and raise queries if you have any.
First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to ask some questions to the Honorable Governor. So my question was that as the Governor of Nagaland, I wanted to ask what kinds of suggestions would you want to give to the education system of Nagaland, as we know that right now we are more focused on scoring high marks. So there comes a pressure. So I wanted to take some suggestions or changes that could come to our education system which can help students handle the pressure.
I appreciate the students over here are working hard to get more and more marks. But today, our students, even after doing their graduation, post-graduation, they are not getting the jobs. The jobs they are getting, unfortunately, today what I see in Nagaland is class 4 employees after post-graduation. That too on contract. It is an unfortunate situation. I think education does not mean that you have to have some government job only, whether it is class 4 only. Your knowledge should be converted into development of the state. I simply want to put a question to you. Why our students, after making graduation, can't take the profession of agriculture on their own land? They own the land. Best course could be that they should adopt the agriculture as their profession, which will give the development to the nation. Of course, I would request that, or when I recommend this, I mean that you have to adopt the agriculture with the most modern means. Government is here to help you out for that. So, actual aim of getting education should be to acquire knowledge, and thereafter that knowledge in what way it can help to develop our state to have to utilize them.
Thank you so much.
Saying that inspires you the most.
What is inspiring me is the national feeling. Right from the day, from my childhood, I am motivated by this, only this factor in my life. Wherever I am working, in whatever capacity I have been doing, as a student, or as a student leader, or as a teacher, or as a politician, or as a minister, or as a governor, or as a lieutenant governor, my aim has been only one, and I am inspired by national feeling.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Governor. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. This is my second time coming to the Governor's house. So I wanted to ask you that, what according to you is the key of happiness? We often see that, I have seen many of my friends that although they have got a great percentage in their examination, this could have been an 87% or more than 90%, yet they are not happy with the marks because they are being pressured by the expectations they have been held to. Although they have scored good marks, although they have achieved in their life, yet they are not happy. So what according to you should be the key to happiness?
See, happiness is with your feelings, nothing to do with education at all. Those who are highly qualified, they are happy. I do not agree to that. Happiness is something else, which without education also you may get, right? So don't try to relate it with education. It is from the core of your heart, what you feel, what makes you happy, that these are separate depending from person to person. So I cannot give a specific reply. This will give you happiness. It all differs from person to person. But I would definitely say that it has nothing to do with your marks, your education.
Sir, I have one request. Can I get an autograph from you?
Sure.
Thank you.
This is what you.
an honor to be here today. I read about you today, and then I read about a lot of your achievements, and I came to know that you worked as the Minister of Higher Education in Delhi, and you also established a university in Delhi in a period of 8 months. So my question to you today is, what do you think us Nagaland students lack as compared to other states? And are you planning to establish a university in Nagaland too?
It's true, when I was given the portfolio of higher education along with finance, I could see the situation in Delhi that students, roughly 9,000 students from Delhi were going at that time for higher education in the state of Maharashtra and Karnataka on capitation fee basis. We had no facility in Delhi. And this is a unique university which we have established. It is a professional university. No BA, MA, MSc, nothing doing. And today you will be glad to know that we are having more than 125 institutions affiliated to this university. And not a single penny has been spent by the state government or the central government or the UGC or the university, any. It was a new concept, self-funded universities. If I think of that concept over here, it will be failure at all. Because we need the persons who are some philanthropists or some industrialists who take it as a mission to give education to the children. That is lacking over here. In that case, it is the government only which is sponsoring all these colleges or the universities. Today we have a central university over here. Besides that, we have some 4 or 5 private universities. And there is a plan already for one state university which is in the offing. What stage it is there, I do not remember, but I know that one state university has been sanctioned, it is in the offing.
Thank you, sir.
My question is for the Honorable Advisor. So, the education system in Nagaland has improved immensely since the past. I've heard stories from my mother when education was quite difficult to get in Nagaland. But now, I believe that no state or no place or any first world country will ever be able to meet the needs of all the students. Because while meeting the needs of the backward classes, the needs of other students will not be met. So, in this growing society where education is advancing and students, their needs are growing more and more, what do you think the students and the education system should do to meet in the middle? So, since all the work cannot be done by the education system and all the work cannot be done by the student alone, what are the things that both the student and the school should do to meet in the middle?
Education, the system in Nagaland, you are aware. We have the government school as well as the private schools. Now, we are not like Nagaland, where the government funds the private school to run the academic sessions. But in Nagaland, we have a purely government school and purely private schools. Now, we have sufficient teachers, we have sufficient schools in all over the state to ensure that each and every child receives proper education. Now the private institutions, earlier it was not there, now it has come up and it's doing well. The government schools as well as the private schools, now we have the NPP, new education policy which the Honorable Governor had mentioned. There it's now focusing on employability, skill development, entrepreneurs. The Honorable Governor had mentioned about the agriculture. Now see, I would want you all not to be job seekers, but I want you to be job givers. The Honorable Governor has mentioned not only agriculture, but you can come in any other sector where you can, with your education, you can become job givers and be developers. See, your own contribution, it may be your own profit, but then you are developing the state. So, education, we are trying to encompass everything, and under the NEP 2020, we are assured that the young boys and girls who are now studying will definitely get the right education. Is there any other thing that you would like to ask?
Actually, the second part of the question, what should the school and the students specifically do to lead the school? The school is also doing their best to provide various courses, like you say, professional courses. But what push should you give to students to tell them to also work hard and do the school instead of relying on the schools?
See, my observation about the present system is that mostly on memory. Teachers are giving the students homework, study memory. I would like the students to read more. Okay, the books. Not only the academic books, but the other books also, which helps develop your personality, students' personality. I observe many of our boys and girls are not reading enough. You read more, you get more knowledge. Okay, so your interaction with your teachers is also a necessity. Don't only listen to your teachers. You should also question them about what they are teaching you. Don't just only swallow what's been given to you, but try to understand what you are swallowing. Okay, try to understand what's going into your brain. That will, ignite your minds.
Thank you.
I would like to hear from our Honorable Governor about what are the ways in which the students, especially the teenagers, can abstain themselves or keep a distance from all sorts of distraction that come in midst of their learning, like mobile games, be it the influence of some other countries, or trying to be famous, all sorts of distractions. So how can we keep a distance from such things?
I think this is the problem not with the students alone. This restriction from the main task is everywhere these days. With our mobile phones and all, these are all how you can get rid of all this is, I suggest not to you all sitting over here. We should try to have some pranayama in the morning. It will develop your concentration on it. You understand? Hence, I am not talking of yoga, exercises, that is a must for the young age. But pranayama, which is something which will make you help you to have concentration on one. That is the, I think you can practice. After 15 days you will realize some change within you.
Thank you all. It was an interactive and vibrant session indeed. It is hoped that the exchanges have ignited chains of thought, if not sparked and aroused the quest for knowledge furthermore. Coming towards the conclusion of today's felicitation program, I now call upon Srimati Kevileno Angani, Commissioner and Secretary, Skill Education and SCERT for the word of thanks.
Honorable Governor and his lady wife, Honorable Advisor, School Education and SCRT, Srimati Devi Sekose, the President of ANAPSA, Srimati Asano Sekose, Sushil Kumar Patel, Secretary Finance, to all of you. It has indeed been an enriching experience, a learning experience, and a time to celebrate success of the young achievers. Good afternoon once again, and I also take this time before the vote of thanks to congratulate all the young achievers, the rank holders. Congratulations to all of you, as well as to your parents and to your teachers. I stand here on behalf of the government, Department of School Education, to propose the vote of thanks, and I take this as a privilege. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty God for giving us all this time where we could interact. And I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Honorable Governor and his lady wife for their presence here, for the advice, for the exhortation to the young people, for opening the doors of the Raj Bhavan to our young people. It has been a confidence building, it has been a learning experience for our children. So we would also like to thank you for personally being here, for taking personal attention to the school education department, to the children here, for giving special attention to the children here, and for all the arrangements made for this program. I also take this time to thank our honorable advisor, who has been a mentor and a guide, and for steering the school education department, for being here today. He had to attend the DPTB meeting in Zunaboto, but that had to be deferred, and he's here in our presence today. Thank you, sir, for being here. I also take this time to thank the NBSC chairperson, Asano Sekose, and her team for successfully completing the board examinations for both for class 10 as well as class 12, and for anchoring this program. Mention also must be made of Nidhi Sekose, the president of ANAPSA, Nagaland, for invoking God's blessing, and who has come all the way from Dimapur to be here with us this morning. The inspirational talk by Sushil Kumar Patel and Manoj Kumar. Thank you very much for the inspiration given to our young minds here. I'm sure it will resonate in them even in the days to come. I also take this time to thank our young students here. It's because of you we are here this morning. The last 2 years were very challenging times because of the COVID pandemic. But despite the challenges, we could make it and you are here. Congratulations and thank you once again. We wish you well in life. And in this context, I would also like this opportunity to thank the parents and the teachers for hand-holding these young people, for supporting them, and for enabling them to achieve what they have achieved today. Even in the days to come, I'm sure you will continue to support them. It's because of the support given by all of you that are here today. And it will not be complete without thanking all those people from the NBSC as well as in the Raj Bhavan who have been working behind the scenes, coordinating to make this program a success. Thanks to also the media fraternity for always providing coverage to our programs. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Madam. Should we all rise for the national anthem? We shall now conduct a photo session very quickly. I will call out the various categories. I request the students to the front. HSLC toppers.
Is it okay? Is it both of them visible? When you come between each other, one behind the other, will be great.
Hey, last row. Prof, you can come to me. Last row, yeah.
Next place.
The second group will be top 10, top 11 to top 20 rank holders. You can go up the stage. HSLC top 11 to top 20 rank holders. The next group will be HSSLC. The first group will be toppers of art stream. You can get ready. After the current group on the stage is done, the next group will be HSSLC, toppers of art stream.
Hey, you can. Yes.
HSSLC, toppers of art stream. You may get ready. The next, HSSLC, toppers of art stream. After arts, it will be toppers of commerce stream, HSSLC. Toppers of commerce stream will be next, HSSLC, toppers of commerce stream, which will be followed by the toppers of science stream. HSSLC, toppers of science stream, please get ready. Jax HSLC will be the next category. Achievers in MIL and skill education subjects, HSLC. Achievers in MIL and skill education subjects, HSLC. Can you please come towards the left of the hall? And MIL and skill education subjects, HSLC. Achievers in MIL and skill education subjects, HSLC, please come forward. LC, kindly get ready. Awardees from government higher secondary schools will be the next category. Kindly get ready. The streets for the streams of arts, science and commerce. After this category. After this, everyone is requested to proceed to the banquet hall for lunch. All photographies which are obtained today, which are taken today, can be obtained from the Portrait Studio, Main Town, Kohima. Reminder, all the photographs which are being taken today can be obtained from the Portrait Studio, Main Town, Kohima.